Welcome back to Watches, Whiskeys, and Wines, the channel where we discuss watches, whiskeys, and wines. We explore the fine things in life, at least from my perspective. I like watches, I love whiskey, and I also love amazing wines. So that's what we do here. We just discuss them and see how we feel about them and decide if we want to explore some other things. As always, please like, subscribe, and share. Leave comments. Let me know if you're interested in learning about anything new or anything different. Today, we're going to talk about Glenmorangie 10-year. This is the original. This is the epitome. This is where it all started with Glenmorangie, and it even says on the box, the original. So that's something cool. We're going to go a little bit over the history today. We're going to talk a little bit about this particular presentation and the bottle itself, and then we're going to talk about the contents of the bottle. I'm going to give you some final thoughts. I'm also going to make you a special drink. I think it's going to be something that's going to surprise you a little bit. I make some cocktails. I don't do it all the time because I prefer to sip neat, but hey, nothing wrong with making a cocktail of a delicious whiskey. You can learn a lot more about the history of Glenmorangie in one of the other videos I had that was for the Glenmorangie Signet. The link should be in the description below, or you could just go to the channel and search that Signet and you'll find it. So I want you to sit back and relax, pour yourself a nice drink, and let's get started. We're going to touch on a little bit of the history of Glenmorangie. I'm going to give you a summary, but of course, like I said, go to the link in the description, learn more about it in our Signet video. But they've been around for 175 years. They've been doing this for a long time. One of the oldest that there's in the game. And I got to say that they have some great products, things I enjoy. That Signet, when you see the video, you're going to see how much I enjoyed that. And I just think that they're evolving and that they've always done some amazing things. They also have some really cool processes that they use that's unique to them. They have these Giraffe Stills that are 16 feet tall. I think it's 16 feet 10 inches tall, which are basically the tallest in the game. And that makes their product stand out. It makes their product different. It makes their product special. So always remember that, the place where the water is pulled from, if it's a spring or if it's a river source, that's important because that water is what gives the minerality and the flavor to that spirit. Also, the process they use when it comes to distillation. So in this case, they have the tall stills. Some of them have short, fat ones. It just depends on the particular distiller. They also have different processes when it comes to how they age in the barrels. This one right here is going to be in American oak bourbon cask. They're going to be, I think, new and also used. I think first and second use. So you're going to get a little bit of combination there, and that obviously contributes to the flavor, and that's what makes this interesting. And it even says on here, the original, smooth, creamy, and luscious with notes of orange, honey, vanilla, and peach. And you do smell that. And it's aged 10 years in Bourbon Cask. The box is nice. I like what they're doing with their presentation. Years ago, I remember it was only in the bottle. I don't remember it having boxes like this, but I think this is cool. I'm glad they're doing this. And that just makes it gift worthy. If you're giving something special to somebody, when you do it like this, it makes it special. This isn't the most expensive product that they have. This is, lower tier, but nothing wrong with that. It's a 10-year and it's something that you can enjoy. And if this is in your budget, go for it. If you could afford something more expensive, enjoy that as well. It's really up to you. Cool. They got all this stuff on the back. As you can see, it's got like a giraffe, making a comparison of their still. I think that's important. I think the presentation is great. It got a double gold award as well. And let's see what's inside the box. All right. It's a nice box. Pull it up, so it's got a little tab in here. You pull up, so it keeps everything safe and secure. Nice. Okay, great. So this is the standard bottle that I know. Looks great. Whenever I see this bottle, I know exactly what it is and hasn't changed much over the years. I'm going to make us a Highland Mule today. But before I do that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and nose it, taste it, put it on my palate, tell you what I think. Give you some thoughts, and then I'm going to also have some pairings alongside it, and then we'll go ahead and make that Highland Mule. So let's go ahead and open it up. It's got an easy open foil on the top. And then let's hear that sound. A little lower than I expected, but I guess it's from the shape of the bottle. Yeah, but cool. I love what they did here, actually. For being a lower tier product, this is actually a really nice, interesting cork. Yeah, you do get caramel. It's light. Not really getting a lot of the alcohol. And I like that. I'm assuming this is going to be a lot smoother than I expected. And then we have, just the normal labels on this. Nothing too crazy. But I like it. I've seen this kind of stuff before, and I like the little design that they have on it with the gold. It's really nice. Let's go ahead and nose it. Yeah, actually really nice. Very light. Very candy. Getting vanilla. Bit of oak. Let's go ahead and put it on our palate. See what's going on. Bit of a bite. A little acidic. Getting a burn. You know, I'm not really too much into the burn, but some people like that. It's okay. I think it's good. I would probably give this a smoothness of maybe 4. But nice though. Nice flavor. Nice aftertaste. It lingers a little bit. I like that. So I'm going to break out my pairings and let's see what we think here. What we've got is we have some of my rye garlic chips that I love. The rye garlic chips are just great. They always give a nice flavor, and I like the crunchiness. These are like pretzel pieces that have like a honey mustard flavor with onion. And then these are pieces of chocolate, thin chocolate with almonds on the inside and a little bit of sea salt. So I'm going to start with the chocolate because I love chocolate. Yeah, that's great together. Let's see how it goes with the honey mustard. Interesting. I actually kind of like that. Let's see what goes on with the fried chips. I'm going to say I like it best with the honey mustard pretzel pieces. That honey mustard and garlic, I don't know what it is. Maybe it brings out a little sweetness, but it's great. I'm going to go ahead and prepare this mule for us and see what we think. Of course, you're going to have a lemon because you need 3/4 of, lime, because you need 3/4 ounce of lime juice, full glass of ice, and I like to use the copper because that's normally what you do with the mule. I've got some bitters, and then I've also got ginger beer. All right. First things first, we're going to go ahead and do 2 ounces of our Glenmorangie. So of course I'm going to flip this over to the 1 ounce side and do this twice. It's always nice to get it all in there. Try not to make too much of a mess. And I'm going to go with a little bit more. You know, I know it says 2 ounces, but let's go 2.5 and see how we feel afterwards. All right. Then you're going to do 4 ounces of the ginger beer. But you know what? I'm actually going to add that last because I like for that fizz to kind of stick around. And one of the ways you make it stick around is you don't really combine it until the end. And so that the fizz from the carbonation sticks around for a little bit. This, of course, is elderflower. Is there Saint Germain? There's different versions of this. I got this from Giraffe, which is okay. And I'm going to give this 1 ounce. Elderflower is delicious. It's a really awesome smell of almost like passion fruit, I guess is the way I would describe it. You know, floral, nice. Just give it a dash of bitters. You do not want to go crazy with this. This has significant flavor to it. It's very concentrated, so you don't have to go crazy with that. I'm going to give it a quick little stir. Get things moving around and mix it up a little bit. Don't have to overdo it. And I'm going to crush my lime a little bit. We want to really release those juices. One of the ways to do it is to just really put that pressure into it before you cut it open. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Give it a nice cut. Cut it again. And I'm actually going to get a lot of it, but I wanted to get really concentrated in there first. And now I'm going to go ahead and really squeeze it in. Calls for 3/4 ounce. If you wanted to, you could just use a concentrate or something else, but I prefer fresh because I just think fresh has a lot more flavor. All right, I think that's going to be about it. So a little mix. I put a lot of love into my drinks because when I share them with people, I usually love them. I don't share with everyone. So it's important that I make everything kind of special and give it a lot of attention. We're going to want to do 4 ounces here. It's 2. Oops, making a little bit of a mess. You don't want to make too much of a mess because it attracts the little gnats and fruit flies. Top it off a little bit. I'm going to give it one more push of this lime. I'm going to give it a nice little spin. Sometimes I like to add mint or an herb to it, but in this case, I think we're fine. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this. Also, another thing you do is twist it once, like that. Twist it, and you get the oils to come out. You kind of push that around the rim, like so. You know, nice. Let's see what we think. Lovely. I could drink that on a hot day. Thinking of myself being outside or with friends, maybe even at the beach. I think it's great. Refreshing, but still kind of stout. And for somebody like me who likes things a little bitter, I think that works. You should try it yourself. So, I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you learned a little bit about this Glenmorangie 10-year. We're also going to make this part of a series. We're going to cover a total of, I think, 5 different bottles from Glenmorangie. We've already done the Signet, so we're going to do a 10-year, a 12-year, and a 14-year, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I think maybe a 16-year. But we'll figure out those details later on. And, of course, it's all going to be within my channel. So please like, subscribe, and share. Let other people know about the channel. Comment. Let me know what else you want to learn about. I'm always here to communicate and share my thoughts, and please share yours. Thank you for joining me.